Hello everybody and welcome back. Hope you're having a great day and we're all doing well. So with the new Freeze for All Permafrost event releasing, this is now the third event in a row in which a majority of the premium pack collection are recolors of previous skins. And just like the previous two times, I have made a video talking about my thoughts on them recoloring skins, my thoughts on the packs themselves, and kind of just a discussion about this whole situation, shall I say. And I want to, extend the questions to you and, comment in the comment section right now. Do you care about recolor? Do recolors in premium event packs bother you? Or do you like them? Do you think it's fine? I think a lot of people in my previous video and in my stream misinterpreted what I said when I gave an opinion on this pack's current versions of recolors. So what I said was I actually kind of like how these particular recolors for this pack collection looks. And I said, dare I say, I prefer them over the originals, cause in this version, the recolors are in this permafrost state, where compared to the originals, they are now frozen, there is ice all over them, and they're in this frozen state. All of them are. And I thought from a recolor perspective that that was a pretty cool take on it. I think compared to the previous two events where we've had recolors, these recolors had more of a vision. Going with a frozen version of them, it fits the theme of the event and there's some consistency amongst them. Compared to Doctor's Curse, for example, where it looked like they genuinely put on a blindfold, picked a different color at random, and ran with it. I think the permafrost variants of both the headgear, uniforms, and weapon skins are pretty cool. At the end of the day, however, I still don't think we should be getting recolors in premium pack collections. I just think if they are going to do them, at least make them look good and make sense like this current pack collection. However, I still don't want recolors to be a thing in premium pack. A lot of people commented on that video saying that I am a shill and I've bent the knee to them, which isn't the case. I just like the fact that they at least put some effort or had a vision for these recolors compared to just randomly changing the colors like previously done. And I also did have a lot of people commenting saying that they are perfectly fine with recolors. You can already get the original versions of these skins on the marketplace, so it doesn't really make sense bringing them back in packs, and they would rather have new versions as recolors rather than just bringing back the old skins. Because you know what? That is a stance I can understand and I can somewhat agree with. But I think the major issue which does arrive from recolors is the fact that they did introduce the memento system, which requires you to complete the entire pack collection to get an exclusive skin. Now, that's when issues with the recolors start to arise for a lot of people, because you're then locking a brand new skin behind a paywall, which requires you to pay for recolored versions of already existing skins. I feel like there is a nice middle ground that we could get to still get recolors in a sense, but also not have them necessarily contribute to the memento, or if you own the original version of that skin, that also counts as the recolor version when it comes to the memento progress. I do think there is a world where they can coexist. I will say as well, not all of the pack collection is recolors. There are 3 new bundles for Finca, Thermite, and Mira, all of which look insanely cool, as does the universal skin for the weapons. I will say, this time around, I think the memento is actually pretty weak. I've collected all 3 mementos now to show off to you guys. I thought the Moot Protocol one was really unique. It made the MP5K look like a ray gun. Then we had the one for Buck's AR for Doctor's Curse, which also looked pretty cool. But when it comes to this one for the R4C, you can't really see much of the uniqueness of this weapon. You do see the animated bit, but the whole back of the gun is completely different, which you can't see at all. So it's not necessarily a bad weapon skin. I just don't think this is up to scratch as the quality of the previous 2 mementos have been, in my opinion. I think this one is a bit weak. I've seen people saying that they've just went a lazy route by making them sort of grey and not having to recolor them at all, which again, I also understand that argument, but if they're going for like this frozen over theme, which I do see in the skins, I actually like that idea of a variation rather than just, hey, here's an elf version of Ash, and instead of wearing green, she's going to wear red, for example. Like, I kind of like the frozen versions. I think they look cool. But yes, I think something we can all agree on is that they shouldn't be counted towards the memento, and preferably we would rather more new skins than recolor. But if they are going to do recolors, at least put some effort into it. Again, something I'd say is quite inexcusable is the fact that none of them got a new player card. The player cards are just recolors of the old versions as well. At least put them in a new pose, do something new. And I do also just kind of feel at the end of the day is, do we necessarily need these recolors as a substitution to new skins. Fair enough if they only have the resources to make 3 new bundles, for example, but why not just make the pack collection those 3 bundles? You've got, like I said, Thermite, Finca, and Mirror. Splitting that between a headgear, uniform, weapon skin, player card portrait. Let's say you have the one universal background as well, a universal weapon skin, and of course the memento. You can still split all of those pieces up and make a decently yet smaller size pack collection, which will still make a lot of money and still make the memento desirable, rare, and it will still cost money to buy. Because the entire purpose of the recolors are just to bloat the pack collection to make it more expensive, more than it needs to be. We don't need recolors as a substitution, just completely remove them, make the pack collection smaller, because the pack collection will still cost money to complete anyway. It's not like people are going to get it for free. So listen, I understand why they don't want to bring back the older skins. The marketplace has played into effect of that, and it doesn't make sense for them to bring it back into the new collection, because for the most part, you can get the skins cheaper on the marketplace. I understand that. But the way recolors have been implemented into these premium packs just feels like a blatant way to expand the packs and bloat them and make them more expensive by doing it in the cheapest way possible. I do, in fact, like the recolors this season, and maybe going forward, if they actually put more effort into recolors, make the player cards look different, maybe even tweak them a little bit and make them stand out on their own a little bit, then maybe myself and other people would be on board with the recolors. But even though I personally think this is the strongest iteration of the recolors so far, I still think they're unnecessary. But if they truly aren't going to remove recolors, and this is going to be a thing going forward for when event pack collections return, at least keep the theme going, at least just don't pick a color at random, make the skins make sense like you've done with this collection, and at least make them look good. But yeah, I know this has been a very hot topic for the community, which I 100% agree with and everything, hence why I made a video every single season talking about them, and I guess I'll continue making a video about them every single season. One thing I do like, however, is when they make some of them free. Of course, you've got the ones for watching Twitch streamers right now, which gets the full bundle for Grim, and also if you do every weekly challenge, you will get the bundle for Frost. I'm actually quite saddened that they haven't made a frozen variant of Blackbeard's Santa outfit. I thought that would have been really cool. One, because he's Santa, and two, because this is Blackbeard's season. I think a frozen sort of permafrost version of Blackbeard would have been a really fun thing to maybe, I don't know, give away at Christmas for everyone or something like that. Maybe they will do it. I doubt they will. But recolors can be used in a fun way to give back to the community in a free way. I just don't like how a majority of the new pack collections are recolors. Something I will say as a positive for the packs, I guess, is I like how less charms they are getting each season. Like this pack collection only has 1 charm in it. It's a pretty cool charm, but I think they've realized how much filler charms can be, because there's so many charms in this game, and let's be honest, half of them, right, 90% of them aren't being used. So I'm glad, like, older pack collections used to have I don't know, there used to be like 8 charms. There was a lot of charms in pack collections, and now there's only 1. Maybe player cards have sort of replaced them, which I'm honestly fine with. I'd rather take a player card than a charm, if I'm being honest. I feel like you just have more customizable use out of them. I also feel like you could improve these packs by adding knife customization. That's actually something we talked about on the mailbox the other day. In the game mode itself, you have like a little icicle as your knife, and as well as this, the charm for this season in the packs like we just talked about, I actually think would look pretty cool as a knife skin as well. So I still do think that premium packs have a very long way to actually being better than they currently are. That's why it is important to make these videos, because we need to give our feedback, we need to, you know, talk about this stuff, and it's important for you to comment as well so they can actually hear our honest opinions and hopefully improve stuff for the better. Heck, I remember back when you couldn't even buy event packs with Renown. It was exclusively R6 credits. You also couldn't buy the skins as a bundle. You purely had to get them through luck through the packs with premium currency. We sort of complained about that, and they made it a bit more consumer friendly by allowing you to purchase them as bundles and as well use Renown for the packs. So they've improved the packs for the better before. Hopefully they can do it again. So with all that being said, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think recolors are fine? Do you like them? Are you fine with them as long as they put effort into them, or do you want them gone completely from the packs? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you later. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.